60 days. Find a new job in 60 days or jump on the next flight to Delhi. In the last few years, more than 80,000 Indians on H-1B visas have been put on this exact countdown. And this is also one of the reasons why your social media feed is full of anti-Indian hate right now.
Your family is from India. You have no respect. You have no roles.
We'll get to that later. Now, everyone has a different theory on why this is happening. Some people blame the layoffs. Some people blame Trump. Some blame AI. But the real reason was a law created in the year 1990. And right now, thousands of Indian families are betting on one of two things: wait out the layoffs or wait out Trump. Both bets lose. Let's start with the most common strategy. Survive the layoffs somehow and wait for the market to recover. The H-1B system survived the dot-com crash in 2001 and the financial crisis as well in 2008. Today, even some of the companies that replaced people with AI are hiring back humans again. Layoffs have never killed this system before. Plan number 2. Wait for Trump to finish his term. Back in 2025, Trump had announced a $100,000 fee on new H-1B applications. But in mid-2026, a US judge struck the fee down. The administration then appealed and the fee briefly returned. Its future remains uncertain, but Trump will not be a president forever. So why are so many Indian workers in America returning back to India right now? And what does any of this have to do with the anti-Indian hate all over the internet? To understand any of it, you need to understand one thing. The H-1B is temporary, 6 years maximum. That's it. The only way to actually stay in America is the green card. So every H-1B dream, sooner or later, becomes a green card application. And what happens to that application was decided in 1990. That year, America passed the Immigration Act of 1990. And it did two things. First, it put a hard limit on green cards available through jobs, 140,000 a year. That's the entire world's quota. Second, no single country can take more than 7% of the spots. But here's the catch, that 7% limit applies to green cards, not H-1B visas. The H-1B itself has no country limit at all. Anyone can enter the H-1B lottery and Indians win most of them. In 2025, out of 400,000 approved applications, 280,000 went to Indians. That's 70%. So 70% of approved H-1B holders are Indians. But of all the green cards America gives out each year, Indians can take at most 7%. So 70 in and 7 out. And the gap between those two numbers has been piling up for the last 36 years. Over 1 million Indians are in that queue right now. Researchers at Cato Institute estimate that an Indian joining the queue today could wait over 100 years. 100 years. Keep that number in mind because a queue like this changes what people are willing to do. An engineer from Germany, for example, waits about 2 years for the same green card. An Indian might have the same degree, same skills, but he has to wait a lifetime. But if the green card never comes, why don't people just keep renewing the H-1B? They do. And that's the trap. The H-1B has a 6-year limit. But here's one exception. If your green card application is stuck in the queue, you can keep extending through a willing employer. But what happens when the employer stops being willing? The 60-day countdown from the start of this video begins. No new sponsor in 60 days means you pack up your bags. So 1 million Indians are living in permanent renewal mode, raising entire families on a temporary visa. And the brunt of this is borne by the kids of these families. If a child is born in America, great, they're American citizens. But the kids born in India who migrated to America with their parents, at 21, they don't belong to the family's application anymore. They're reclassified as foreign students in a country they grew up in. Now, when there are 1 million desperate people in a queue like this, something else starts to happen. A black market starts to grow. Remember, the H-1B itself is a lottery. In 2024, the lottery received close to 800,000 registrations, a record. But when the government took a closer look, they found something strange. More than 400,000 of those registrations were duplicates. Basically, there were some people who were applying again and again through different companies. One person was found to be registered over 80 times. You know what that means practically? 80 different companies apparently wanted to hire the same guy. What a genius. Who was running these scams? Staffing companies. Bloomberg investigated this and found that staffing firms were taking close to half of all H-1B visas. Some of them were not really employers at all. They were selling lottery tickets to desperate people. The job offers were fake. Many of these shell companies were registered at residential addresses. And then the US government decided to change the rules. One person, one ticket. Doesn't matter how many companies register you. And then the very next lottery, 300,000 registrations disappeared. 300,000 entries vanished the moment cheating stopped working. You've probably seen the YouTube videos already. Ghost office exposes, creators knocking on doors of fake companies. Those videos are getting hundreds of thousands of hate views. And politically, H-1B has become a dirty word in America. The anger is now directed at every Indian in tech. Not just tech, any Indian in America making an honest living is feeling it right now. Because the average American watching those exposed videos doesn't see a broken system. They just see Indians cheating. The 1990 law built a queue that never ends. The queue created desperation. The desperation created a market for fraud. The fraud created the viral clips. And the viral clips created the anger that's now directed at every Indian, regardless of whether he's a fraudster or an honest engineer.
Family is from India. You have no respect. You have no rules. You're 10 years.
You told me to have some more curry, right?
You're from Canada.
Why are you in my country? Why are you here? Yeah, why are you in America? I don't like you guys here. Indians, you guys are flooding all the white countries, and we're tired of it. Americans are getting sick of this shit. Okay? I want you to go back to India.
And the anger guarantees the queue never gets fixed. No politician, either on the blue side or the red side, is going to stand up and say, let's speed up green cards for Indians. That's political suicide right now. And we are not owed this either. The fraud exposed might be the final nail in the coffin. Right now, there are three options an Indian worker is looking at. Option 1. Keep trying your luck and hope that you are the greatest exception in a 100-year line. Option 2. Take your skills somewhere else like Dubai. And option 3. Come back home and help rebuild India. What do you think is the best option? Comment below. This may look like a loss for Indians, but let's flip this around. America is also losing thousands of experienced engineers, people trained in some of the best companies on the planet. If they all come home, could it change India's tech story completely? Possibly, but is India ready to absorb them? That's a much harder question than anything else in this video. That's the kind of question this channel exists for. There's a video on your screen right now that goes just as deep. Start there. I'll see you in it.